today's focus, we've an undercover report for you, filmed with illegal immigrants, where, well, here on France 24, we often talk about the problems, of course, here in Europe or perhaps in the US. But how about in Russia, where immigration there is one of the main issues of the moment in the local elections in Moscow, with mass raids on markets where illegals work. Now, posing as an NGO worker, our correspondent gained access to a detention camp where hundreds of those arrested are being held. Ksenia Bolkashkova and Sean Walker have this report.
It looks like a refugee settlement, but this is actually Russia's first detention camp for foreigners. Svetlana Ganushkina runs an NGO that helps migrants. We enter the area, which has been closed off to the foreign media, with her, pretending to be volunteers.
Do you want to go home? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't want to talk to you.
There are 530 Vietnamese people here awaiting deportation. One, Phan Du Quien, agrees to talk to us about how they are treated. He has lived in Russia for 10 years, most recently working in an underground sewing workshop.
If anyone tries to run away, the police use force. They keep a close watch on us, and the food is bad, not like what we normally eat. I have no papers. The people who brought me to Russia took everything away.
They're recruited in Vietnam and come here to work. The smugglers arrange it with the authorities, and of course it's completely illegal.
Russia is preparing a massive campaign of deportations, and in the coming months, 83 camps like this one are due to open across the country.
Immigration is a big problem, and we cannot remain inactive. It's a normal process. In any country, emergency situations require a strong response from the authorities.
This is what that strong response looks like. Every day, national television broadcasts images of mass arrests and raids on markets where illegal migrants work. In this market, more than 1,000 migrants were rounded up. Raya, a saleswoman from Kyrgyzstan, agrees to talk to us anonymously.
They arrived very early, around 6 o'clock in the morning. They surrounded us, and those who were not legal tried to run away. We were arrested, but many have been set free. If you give money, a lot of money, they let you go. It is very easy to buy fake documents. In the subway, for example. You can even buy a fake Russian passport.
Buying forged documents is commonplace in Russia. Svetlana, along with other human rights defenders, is protesting against what she calls the business of illegal immigration in Russia.
Look at this poster. It says, "Where do the foreigners' visas come from?" For me, that's the starting point for illegal immigration. Foreigners get fake visas or fake papers with the help of the authorities, and nobody worries about what will happen to them.
When foreigners come here, they face a huge number of obstacles on the path of becoming legal. They find themselves in a vicious circle when it becomes impossible to avoid corruption, as they have to pay bribes to the police to leave them alone.
Smugglers and those who employ illegal migrants are rarely prosecuted. The authorities seem less keen to address the problem at its source, perhaps because they know that the economy could suffer as a result. Russia has over 3 million illegal workers, and their cheap labour accounts for around 8% of GDP.